Hey guys, hey, how are you? This is your girl Evadne joining you one more time for another broadcast on, you know, the very important question we've been asking. What can I do to create an impact? How can I create change? What can we do in our communities to make them better? You know? So this discussion has been happening. We were on 2 nights, the last 2 nights, but we were on late. So a lot of people did not get to join. Some people were on. And we just want to make sure that we include everyone in the discussion. So we're joining earlier tonight to make sure that the people who go to bed early can join the discussion. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Evadne. I'm the CEO of Eve McLilly Wellness and Eve McLilly Teas. Um, and I'm also the founder of this Impact um, Impact Network Group and New Market St. Elizabeth Community Group. So it's great meeting those of you who have not met on here before. As you come in, put your name in the chat. I see someone here already, Chantilly Grant. Welcome, Chantilly. Just go ahead and share the broadcast so that people can know that we're on and that they can join also. So I'll just hang on a second for you guys to just go ahead and share before we get this discussion rolling. Also, there is a phone number that you can call in 347 that you can call in if you have a project that you want to discuss. You can call in and you will be heard live on the broadcast. All right. You can call on WhatsApp if you have a particular project that you need to talk about, that you need to get going, and you just want to share your ideas on that. So we welcome that. So that's the phone number that persons would be able to call in on. Again, welcome, and I hope you guys just go ahead and share the broadcast so that other people can see that we are on and hop on over to join us. How was your day? How is it in your part of the world? Was it extremely hot for you today? I was out and about in the heat. Can't say it was unbearable. It wasn't that terrible. Um, we had a lot of rain, a very hard downpour, but it didn't last for very long. Uh, yeah, and that kind of cooled the place down somewhat. I was out on the street when the rain started, had to take shelter somewhere. But that was fine. Where are you joining us from? What is it like? Is it very hot right now, or is it bearable? Who else is here? Just go ahead and put your name in the chat so we know who is joining us, and tell us where you're joining us from. So, and I'm waiting for you guys to go ahead and share this so that other people can also join the discussion. Right? I am I am sharing so that people can join. So I'd like you to do the same. So if you share, then more people will see it, and then more people will hop on. All right. So let's keep this off um, the way we did before. Just inviting people to um, to be open minded to the idea of change begins with me, right? Because it is okay that all of us will get up and say, this is not right, that is not happening, the MP is not doing, the prime minister is not doing, the president is not doing, whatever. And we grumble about that somewhat wherever we are in the world. But what about our part? How are we participating? How are we trying to create change? um, is there anything, any small thing that you can do to make a difference, to make a difference to the people around you, to the people in your community, to the people you serve on a daily basis, um, or in some cases, the people back home, if you're abroad, you know, what can you do to create some change instead of just complaining? How are you helping? I know most of us will help family, but it stops there. Um, who is willing to start a small project to help others, to help a community, to build a better community? Um, what ideas do you have around how you can help? And I just want to throw it out there for you who are listening, for you to tell me what exactly you think you can do as an individual to help to bring about change. You could just respond in the group. Tell me what you think you can do, something that you can start as an individual that will create some positive change. It doesn't have to be something big and elaborate. It doesn't have to be something that's going to cost a whole lot of money. Just something simple that you yourself can start, and you get one or two other people with you to start this. And then it will take time and grow into something bigger if that's what you want. But it can remain a small initiative. We have seen people on here volunteering to have set up scholarship fund, to sponsor a child, to provide food for the elderly and for children, to spearhead the drive to build a basic school for the community, to spearhead discussions that have to do with grief, how we manage grief. So those are some of the things that are coming out from the discussion. So you who are watching, what do you think you can contribute? How can you do? Um, what can you do to make a difference? Don't be shy. Just go ahead and post in the chat, or you can call on the phone number on WhatsApp and tell us what you think you can do, because the responsibility to build community is on all of us, right? Failure in community is not just the government's fault or the representatives' fault. It is on all of us to help to build communities. So I'm inviting you guys to tell me what simple thing you think you can do, you can start doing. What simple project you can propose that will help to change things. Even if it's not for a lot of people, it might be for a few. But how can you help? Those people who are on, you can type your comment in the chat, and we can have further discussion on it. How can you help? What do you think you can, that you personally can do to help to bring about change? Hello. Okay, guys, I'm going to play some music until someone can respond. this is not a one-sided discussion. So I'd love to hear from the people who are in the chat, um, how they think they can help. What are you willing to do to bring about change? How can you help as an individual? And so we discussed before, and maybe some of you are new on here, that we're done with, you know, the whole idea of this page being for spectators and entertainment. Um, we would really want to move this page in the direction of, you know, facilitating serious discussions and taking action. Uh, we could talk and talk and talk. If we don't take action, then nothing is going to happen. And so we we really hope that the people who are watching at least can be part of a discussion about change, you know? Because if you have never thought about what you can do for your community, it's time you start thinking about that seriously. Because the impact of one, it can be very far reaching. One person can make a lot of difference. One person can make a lot of difference in the world. One person can make a lot of difference in your community. But it seemed to me that some people have never thought about how how can I personally help? What can I do? What small thing can I do? Not to rob a bank, not to leave yourself broke, not to, you know, burden yourself, but what can you do as an individual? And if you've never thought about how you can help as an individual, it's time to start thinking that way. It's really time to start thinking what you can do. So, if someone who is on right now, if you have something that you need to discuss, if you have a suggestion, you can go ahead and put it in the chat, or you can call the phone number that we listed there. I'm hoping that all of you are seeing the chat because the phone number is in the chat. What can you do? What are you willing to do to help your community? Welcome to the persons who just joined. Just go ahead and either put your comment in the chat, or you can call the phone number that's listed in the chat to talk about ways that you would suggest that we can, that you personally can help, right? This is a two-sided discussion, and persons are allowed to either call in on WhatsApp, or they can put their comments in the chat about, you know, the situation at hand and how we can help our communities. And this is not limited to only Jamaica. It's anywhere you are in the world. How do you think you can make a small impact by doing something that's going to change lives? Kara is here. Hey, Kara, how are you? Good night. Kara, did you get any new information for us? You can also call in, Kara, if you want to tell us if you were able to come up with anything new today, or any sort of discussion. Were you able to meet up with your community people, Kara? I'm okay, thank you. Ronaldo Spence, good evening. My name is Ronaldo Spence. Kara had told you earlier about a community project we are working on. All right, Ronaldo. Yeah, she did. She did. Would you like to call in, Ronaldo, and speak some more about that? Um, Kara was on last night, talking about that. So, do you have some more information that you can share? You could just call in on WhatsApp. I would appreciate that. All right, so just call in on. Let me see if I could do this. Hang on a second. Let me see if I could find the link. Um, clipboard. Try, Ronaldo, try to see if you can log on to this link, and then you would be able to join me live on this. Kara, you could try it as well, because that could take more than one person. You'd have to come off Facebook and try to see if you could get onto that link, onto StreamYard. All right, so we have Kara and Ronaldo in the building, and these persons are from the Giddy Hall area, where they're trying to get some projects going. Um, and we're happy to hear from them, exactly what's going on. We're proud of that small community. They have at least some basic things like groups already working, and they want some they need help. They need help with getting a basic school, and they need help with getting their football field together. So they're going to be trying to see if they can join us live so we can have a discussion. Just bear with us a few. And this is what I'm talking about, friends. We can do stuff, it doesn't have to be something extraordinary or over the top. You can do something simple, but just something that's going to make a difference in your community, something that's going to make change for others. We have to step away from being selfish and not wanting to help anybody else. Marian Thomas Karras, Senior Julie Chambers, Darian Thomas, Opalville. Okay, I guess she probably was tagging some people or something. So while we wait for these two persons to join us, you can continue to welcome Marian, or Marlon. Marlon. You can continue to have a discussion in the chat, and you can. You're welcome. All right. Kara, are you trying to join as well? Oh, by the way, guys, just go ahead and share the chat, just the broadcast, so that other people who are on your profile will see it and join, because that's the way we're going to spread the word. We have to keep sharing, and so that other people can catch up on this. Um, Hello, hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. I thought you were joining me on StreamYard.
Okay, I need to go back. I was just trying to call this number based on what you said, or maybe I misunderstood.
Is this Ronaldo?
Yeah, this is Ronaldo.
Okay, so I put a link inside the chat for StreamYard. If you want to, you can join it. So you would be on live video like me.
Okay.
All right. Kara, are you trying to join as well on stream on the live? Not on WhatsApp, but through the video. The link is right here. I could paste it again. This is the link that will get you right inside the live broadcast. Okay, guys, as you wait, you can continue to post in the chat ideas that you may have on how you can help. Um, we're happy to hear the ideas and brainstorm together. So don't be shy. Any small suggestion is well worth it. So just put them in the chat so we can talk about them. We're waiting for Ronaldo to come through on video. While he's doing that, you guys, you can put your ideas in the chat. Come on, don't be shy. Somebody posted something here. Wasn't on the live when it just began. What we miss? Um, you didn't miss anything, Marianne. Marianne, are you trying to come on the link or not? Because I'm waiting for you. Oh, so you don't want to come on live? Oh, on the video. Okay. Well, the WhatsApp is fine then. Do you want me to call you back? Waiting to see my pastor. Okay. Is your pastor supposed to be coming on here? All right. So let me call back Marion because he had called me. I thought he was coming off to get to join by video. Sharon Petbrave, how are you? Nice to see you. Marion.
This is Ronaldo, actually.
Sorry. Ronaldo.
That's cool.
Who
I
is
was speaking with you earlier on.
who is video calling me? You?
Yeah, I just did that because you called.
No, I can't video call you. I'm just gonna put you on the live.
That's cool.
But I can't do it by video.
Alright, never mind that. I'm trying to upload what is needed to get you on the.
Oh, you're still trying on for that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you a few more minutes. Huh?
If it's not working, I could try some other time.
No, if it's not working, you can come back here on this. At least we have the audio because they're hearing you.
Okay.
But finish the don't. Someone said that they're waiting on their pastor. Was that you?
That would be Kira. That would be me. Yeah, that would be me.
Oh, you are the pastor?
That would be, yes, Ronaldo.
Oh, you are the pastor. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's do the video thing another time. Since we have you on already, just go ahead and talk. Because they're hearing you.
Well, based on what she told me, she already briefed you on the project that we are doing.
Okay, so you can go back. You can go back over. You can go back over it because we have people on tonight who wasn't here before.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm the pastor of Johnston Gospel Chapel, which is a small church in the Johnston Bloomsbury district area. That's going up to from Newmarket, Whitehall area, going up to Giddy Hall. The church started maybe about 6 years ago, and we have what is called a Awana program. And the Awana program is a program that is geared towards reaching boys and girls.
Hello?
Still there? Hello?
Oh, you chipped out. You said boys and girls. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying the Awana program is geared towards reaching boys and girls, especially like from 6 up to age 12, with the gospel of Christ through sports and community friendship evangelism.
Right.
Now, in doing that, we have joined the community together with the church to try to build what is called a hard court. It's a multi-purpose court which will take in netball, basketball, volleyball, and the Awana games. We have gotten some funds from persons within the community, and we've written to other churches. We are part of the Christian Brethren Assemblies of Jamaica church. And we have gotten some help from other churches to carry the project along also. We have put on maybe at least one fundraising project already, but we haven't been able to complete the project. Along with that, we have done what is called a teenage football field also, because this is a community that does not have a playground or anything that like what we are doing now within maybe 6 or 7 mile radius. Right. Well, maybe 5 mile radius. The next one is all the way down to Whitehall.
Okay.
So this is a very important project.
We lost you again. Hello. All right. Seem to have lost him there a little bit. He's still on, but I have no sound. Just give it a second. So those persons who just joined, welcome. Are you there, Pastor?
I'm still here.
Okay, go ahead.
Where did you lose me so I can go back?
Oh, you said there's no such facility within about 5 miles.
Yes, at a 5 mile radius. So we are trying to raise up that hard court and the teenage football field. not just for the church, but also to reach the community as well. And the community is involved. Persons from the community, they are the Masons, like Kira and Marianne, and some of the church members like Sister Tanisha, and other persons, some of the men, the carpenters and so on, the Masons, they have been involved in the project too.
Right.
Because this is a part of that is their thing. I don't live in the community, but you know, the church is there and I spend a lot of time. I've been going there for over 20 years. That's where my wife is from.
Nice.
But we need help with it. The land is not ours, but we were given temporary permission by the member of parliament, and we understand now that we might need to talk to somebody from RADA in order to move, in order for the way forward. But that is where we are at right now.
Okay.
With that.
Have you secured at
Send
least?
you some pictures and so on of the work days we've done.
Right.
And you know, so you know that could probably help in terms of evidence and so on, and you know, if
So-
that is necessary.
So have you guys secured a lease for the property at least?
I have written.
Hello. Welcome, Junior, Sharon, Mary, Pauline. Yes. What about the lease? I was asking, have you secured a lease?
Yeah, that's what I was saying that to you when you asked me for a minute.
Uh-huh.
I've made application to the RADA office by way of email in Santa Cruz, and I've written to the Prime Minister's office also, and the land agency also. I've sent letters to those three email to those three institutions.
And did you get a response?
I'm going to, pardon me?
Did you get a response from any of them?
No. So what I'm opting to do now, I'm going to go with hard copies to the offices.
So there is actually an application form. I know this because I filled it out before. So you need to go to the office in Santa Cruz and get the application, so you could put in a formal application and a lot of follow up.
Yeah.
Like really a lot of follow up, and work closely with the member of parliament and whoever else you need to work with to make it happen.
Well, at the moment, I have probably a letter from the member of parliament with the government stamp on it, the Ministry of Fisheries and Agriculture.
Okay.
I have that.
Sounds good. That's a start. Hello? Pastor, yeah, that's a start, but you need to get the official lease.
That's what we're working on.
Yeah. And like I said, there's an application form. So get the form, fill it out, and do what you need to do on your end, you know, to make sure it's official, because that will cover you for forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an idea of how much money it is going to take to do the sports part? And we also spoke about a basic school initiative. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to do any one of these two projects?
Well, I know so far that we have spent pretty much about 500,000 on the preparing the hard court, because the area was a hilly terrain and we had to bring heavy equipment in, like front end loaders and so on. So we've spent about 500,000 already. The estimate I had gotten for the project was $2.5 million to do everything.
Right.
As to the end of that project. The basic school, on the other hand, I couldn't give you any detail on that, because that's a project that was actually on before I went into the community, and that's actually in somebody else's hand.
Okay.
But based on what Kira is saying, we are planning to do. We are hoping that a merger can happen. Still there?
Yes, you said you're hoping a merger?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, I'm here.
Yes.
You said
Okay.
you're hoping that a merger?
Yes.
Uh,
can happen. The project for the basic school,
uh-huh.
someone else was that project was already on before we went into the community. Before
Okay.
I went into the community and started this. So I recently got some information that they are going to go back and stream.
Mm.
So I couldn't tell you much about that, to be
Right.
honest with you.
Right.
And you know,
All right. So
but that would be good though, because I mean I consider that very good, because I mean all the children in the area, it's like 3 communities in that small geographical area.
right.
And you know, children has to be bused from transported to those areas, and
Which is
you know,
crazy. That's far for the kids to go.
it's time for a change. It's time for a change, and like I said earlier on, one of my oldest church member was probably, I think, 98. They about who died this year,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that what we are doing and what he sees us doing from the church
Mm-hmm.
and with the community, this is the first in all those years that anyone has ever made any step to.
Yeah. We lost Pastor there a little bit, but just to say, okay, yeah, just to say though, Pastor, the little I know about what's happening there in Giddy Hall, it seemed to be a very thriving little community with the outskirts, the neighboring districts. The school, the all age school up there is doing very, very well too, right?
I think they have lost a few students over the past year. The school population, to be honest with you, it could be better. I'm the one who, and my wife, along with Miss Mrs. Baker, we go there to do devotions with the children. I think it's third Thursday of each month.
Right.
We do devotion with the children. They have, what is good is a mentorship program going right there now. I am one of the persons mentoring, I think it's 2 boys. And I think that they have that program going good. The structure of the school is good, and I think they have some good teachers. The principal is quite lovely. So they have good things going on. And I think with all of what we are talking about, it's a good way going forward, but the school population could be a little bit better.
And that seemed to be a problem all around. The school population is dwindling, because people have less and less kids now, and some people choose to send their kids off to schools like in Santa Cruz or Black River. But we want to build the schools up to a standard where people don't have to send off their kids to these other schools, right? The district should be able to the district the district should be able to maintain a standard that parents are happy to keep their kids there instead of sending them off to travel to school outside of the area.
Yeah, I hear that. You're right, and I tell you something, and I've said it to my congregation before. Sometimes people have a stigma on country people, so to speak, but I found out that some brilliant-minded children and young people are in the hills and from the hills.
Right.
And that is one of the reasons why the cities are doing so well, because they have garnered those persons who have left the country and gone into the towns and cities to build them up. But if we can start something in the community that will keep them there, at least for a while, and build them up, and then we can always keep, I don't know if you get the idea.
Yeah. That's exactly what I think.
People are there.
But it's the same. It's the same kind of thing that happened with like Louisville. People were spending money to send their kids to all other schools that's costing them a lot of money to travel and bypassing Louisville. But over a period of time, they have gotten some traction, and we highlight here and they highlight themselves how good their students are. In spite of whatever type of student they get, they make something of them, so that by the time they graduate, they are almost as good or better than people in traditional high school. So, people are now seeing that, hey, not because the school is in the district that we can't send our kids there, you know?
And Giddy Hall has done very well this year, especially, with the students. I don't have a comprehensive knowledge, but
Right.
for the ones that come, because quite a few of the children come to our church, a Sunday school, and our Awana program.
Uh-huh. Yeah. As far as I know, I hear people talk all the time that Giddy Hall School is doing pretty well. So, yeah, everything should be done to keep the kids. Yes. Everything should be done to help them to keep the kids there so they don't have to travel. It's expensive to take up the kids to send them off to school other places when they can get the same standard education right in their community. So where are we gonna take this? Are you going to try to find a budget and refine it and then say exactly what you need and how people can assist, and how can where will the funds be sent? How how are you going to figure this out so the community can help?
I know what you do has to come with some kind of some responsibility and accountability and so on.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes when programs like these come on, it's not just helping an instant. So I know it takes some doing in terms of documentation and so on.
Right.
For this week into next week, I might not be able to put my hand on anything because I'm speaking at a camp for a week and a half.
Uh-huh.
So probably within another, I'd say 2 weeks,
Uh-huh.
then I should be able to do something practically, documentation wise. And Kira, along with, I think you mentioned Marian's name as well.
Uh-huh.
They are community activists.
Right.
So, she's a part of one of the big community groups up there. And then she's quite eloquent and learned in the arts of carrying out these things. So we'll communicate together, and then we probably could get back as to where we're at.
Sure, we'll continue the discussion. Is there any other small thing happening in the area that you want to highlight in the church that you might be doing? You mentioned camp. Is that camp? Is the camp initiative through your church?
I lost you. You said any other small thing, and then I lost you.
Yeah, that you want to mention, because I heard you mentioned something about camp. Is that one of your church camp? Hello?
The system is breaking up.
No.
Kind of like in and out.
Oh, I'm hearing you clearly though, so you can talk.
You were saying if there's any other small project or something like that?
Yeah, that your church is undertaking.
Well, to be honest with you, it's a new church, and it's just a few of us as men, and most of the members are young people. And there's a lot that can be done. There are some things that we've started and not been able to do, but I can't take on too much because I'm not a full-time pastor. Oh,
okay.
It's just a small church of maybe, I think we have about 14 members on an average Sunday. We have about 40, 45 in attendance, and 90% of that are young people and farmers. But one of the projects I'm thinking of, I noticed that in the drought, still there?
Yes.
In the drought, the farmer, they suffer a lot.
Uh-huh.
And I was saying to two brothers that come to the church who are farmers that one of the things that we could do, we could probably dig a hole maybe about the size of a container, a 40-foot container, and purchase maybe about 8 or 6 of the black rhino tanks.
Yes. I'm here. Hello?
Still there?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
So I'm saying that we put those rhino tanks underground.
Okay.
Right? And catch the rainfall from off the roof when it falls. And store that water in there. Now we could always get pipes or hose drip to the different farms because it's in the middle of the farming area, and put a pump on that and get some sprinklers to assist them with watering the plants.
Right.
throughout the summer.
Right. But let me ask you this:
And we
people no longer
yeah.
dig ponds. Ponds.
I think based on what Kira was telling me, she probably could speak on that some more.
Uh-huh.
I think there is a pond that they had digged there. I've never seen it before, but I haven't been there before, and it seems that it's not being utilized.
Yeah, and
But it's far away from some of the major farming areas that I have seen.
right. So just like how they would catch water in the black drums, I don't see why we can't build ponds and catch water in the ponds. Um, I don't know.
They
I
would
don't know
have
why
to.
we're not using ponds anymore, because it's a natural, well, not naturally, they're man-made, but you have to seal the bottom whether with clay or concrete.
What they do, they have a lining in it.
Yeah, some people use a plastic type thing too. So isn't that cheaper than getting the drums? Hello, Pastor. Hello.
I'm still here.
Yes. So
Still here.
isn't the pond cheaper than getting the drums?
Well, doing the pan, you would have to bring like heavy equipment into for the digging, for the descending of the water into that, and then you have to do the lining, you know, Pastor.
Yeah. So I don't know. Probably you could speak to Rada about how the best way to go about something like that, because
Yeah,
the older folks, they never had Rada and they never had lining. They used to use
the
clay
lines.
to
Yeah.
seal the bottom of the pond, or you could use concrete. And I'm just wondering if that's not an easier option or cheaper option.
You may well be right, but like I said, that's just an idea that I had.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that something could be done. But up to when was it last year? I've seen where farmers lost a lot of crop
Yeah.
in that terrible heat.
But
You know.
I think we need to encourage people to either build tank on their farm or
Yeah.
build ponds, because it's ridiculous. Nothing is going to change. You see, the weather pattern is getting even more, it's getting more hot and so on. So why not
Yeah, with
do
global
yeah, why not do something that's more lasting? Because that's how the older farmers used to have water on their place. They used to have ponds, right? That's how they used to feed their cows. That's how things used to be done. I see nothing wrong with having nice little ponds on different farms. All right, Pastor, nice to talk to you. Nice for you to join us. Get us some figures, um, and come back here and talk to us. Maybe that time you could join us by video on StreamYard, and so we can get more into this discussion. But I appreciate you coming, taking the time to come on here and to tell us what's going on in that community, and to make it, open so that people can help from wherever they are in the world, can reach out and help. So thank you so much. Are you still there? You still hearing me?
saying you are welcome and the Lord bless and keep you
Thank you. So
until then.
we will continue the discussion and find out about the tank story. Versus the ponds. All right. Thank you. So I'm gonna call Kara and talk more about that basic school thing. Thank you so much, Pastor.
You're welcome.
Bye bye. Kara, I am calling you because I missed a call from you. Hey, Yvette, nice to see you. Who else is here? Beverly Smith, hi. Somebody else is here as Facebook user. Not sure who that is. The person said hi, Eve. And I did big up Pauline already. And Sharon Petgrave. I'm doing well, Petgrave. Kiara, I'm trying to call you. All right. I'm not getting through to Kiara. Chanel Grant is here saying hello also. Oh, she can hardly hear me. I wonder why. Oh, you know what it is? I didn't have the side with the microphone close to my. Are you hearing me better now? Chanel Grant, are you hearing me better? Let me know. Okay. So we heard from these people. Can we hear from more people what they're willing to do in their community to bring about some change? Are there other persons here with ideas? Kara is calling me. Hi, Kara. Hello? Hello? Oh, she still said I'm very low. Let me see if my computer audio is up. Everything is up. Kara? And see if it's Kara, are you there? All right. Hang on a second for me, Kara. Hang on a second for me. Um, okay, I turned off the music. Are you guys hearing me a little bit louder? Kara, can you guys?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, so someone in the chat was saying she wasn't hearing me very well. All right, so thank you for bringing in the pastor to talk to us.
Yes, and I had shared the link with some of my friends. I would have sent them, welcome Julian and Marian and my sister Opal.
Okay, thank you for that. Were you able to get any further information about the basic school project today?
Because I was trying to get to somebody else so she could highlight you more and that project.
Yeah.
So because I don't get you as yet, so further in the week, I definitely give you an update on that.
Okay. All right. Sounds good to me. All right. Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
Yes. So, because yes, my pastor, although it's Ronaldo, but we call him Uncle up here. The same quote that he was talking about, we're trying to do a ladies with the cricket team. Because the guys around here, they have football, but he's trying to put something together for the ladies, so we can have a cricket team for ourselves. So I am quite excited about that part.
Okay, okay. So you said you want a team sports for the ladies.
Yes, we're gonna have that through the church.
Okay, wonderful.
So we are looking for a young person in our community to come and join us and have some fun and do some physical activities.
All right. Marian says female six aside. Okay, sounds good. Okay. All right. So Shani,
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Chanel Grant is saying that she was trying to call, but it wasn't opening. Chanel, you might have to just save the number as my name and then try again when when the phone line is clear. Okay, so that sounds good to me. So I hope you could get more information about the basic school project to so we can discuss that next time.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for stepping up.
Okay.
All righty. Thank you.
You hear me?
Yes. I'm hearing you.
Okay. And thank you again. Yes, and I just want to say thank you again. And I see Terrian is watching as well. She's my neighbor. Welcome, Terrian.
Okay.
And thank you again for highlighting our community.
Thanks. You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Chanel Grant, you said you were trying to call. You can try now. Is there anybody else who want to come in and say anything that they're interested in starting? Come on, guys. Let's hear about those new projects that you want to start. Welcome, Ducent Lewis. Pauline, were you able to figure out anything today with the project that you are spearheading? What were your what's the thought process so far? Are you thinking about a forum or webinars or what? Did you start writing down anything yet about how you would like to see this happen, this grief counseling? Pauline is the person who wants to do the grief counseling project, so that people can learn how to deal with the loss of loved ones, since that's such a thing these days that we're losing. In a short time we might be losing multiple friends and family. It's happening more frequently than normal, so especially since COVID. So Pauline thinks that people need support. We need to find counseling that the community can benefit from, about just how to handle this grief, because it can be a bit much when you have multiple people dying from your family or your circle, your friends, and so on, which most people have been experiencing recently. Chanel, are you trying to get on again? I'm waiting for Chanel. She said she was trying to call in, but she was having an issue. Is there anybody else who has something that they want to discuss? Shani, let me know if you're still trying. Is there any other person here who has a new project idea that they would want to they would want to bring to the table for discussion. Oh, so Chanel is saying that she has to be reading because she's not hearing very well. Okay. Maybe you should just log off and try to come to rejoin Chanel. But were you trying to come on to speak about a particular project, Chanel? Chanel, were you trying to come on to speak about a particular project? Or she's having a problem hearing us. All right, so grateful for you guys and what you have been speaking about. Okay, so she's gonna call again. All right, let's see. Yeah, grateful for you guys stepping up for your community to do some good. Um, wish I could have some more new persons tonight who want to do something for for their community. Someone's here saying, "Hope all is well." I can't see a name, so you have to tell us who it is. Just type your name in the chat because it just says Facebook user. It doesn't show your name. Chanel is trying. Oh, it's Lolo, my good friend Lolo. How are you? Long time. Lolo, you have to give StreamYard permission so that they will show your name. Um, nice to see you, Lolo. And yes, all is well. Chanel is supposed to be trying to call through. So is there anybody else who has a small project that they think that they can work on? A small project. It doesn't have to be a big project as long as the project is towards helping others in your community. Hello? Good night. So who is this?
Chanel.
Oh, Chanel. Welcome, Chanel. Um, where are you calling from?
It's Chanel from Bull Bay.
Oh, from Bud. How come your number don't come up in my phone? I thought I saved your number. So how are you, Miss Bulbe?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Wonderful. Tell them about the project that you're trying to put together.
Okay. Actually, I do some things, but I'm not finished.
Right.
I said I would name the project reaching elderly and children through food.
Okay.
So I was thinking that I could do food, as we were saying before, different food for the elderly and different food for the children.
Right.
So I was thinking that I could do food 3 times per week.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was putting pen to paper, like writing down what I would want to use, yes, and stuff. So I'm not finished as yet, but I'm looking forward to feed about 20 to 25 elderly, and the same amount of children.
Wonderful. 3 times a week.
Yes.
Okay. And
so I'm not through with the paperwork.
Okay. Are you gonna need pots and pans, or these are things you already have?
Yes,
You're gonna need those too?
Yes, those are the stuff that I write down.
Okay. All right. So
Yes.
so when you finish, write them down, then you get some figures. Go to the wholesale or wherever and get figures like, how much um food you're gonna need, the cost
And
of
what
those
type of
things,
food? Yes.
the equipment to start up, and so on. And you know, if you're gonna give them drink, how much that's gonna cost to make them. The plates that you're using, are they disposable and so on? Well, it has to be because you're gonna drop
Yeah,
them
man, I
off,
write down
right?
all of that.
Right. And then
Yes.
you can come up, and you already have two persons you said you could start up with to help you, right?
Yes, mom. Yes, my mom and my girlfriend.
All
I
right.
said it to my girlfriend already because she was here the same night.
Mm-hmm.
And but I don't my mom yet, so I'm waiting for her to come. She soon come. Maybe the next half an hour.
Okay.
So by the week we're done, I'll give you full information.
Are you able to identify?
By now on Saturday.
Okay. Are you able to identify like the 20?
Hello.
Are you are you able to identify the 20 to 25 seniors in the Bull Bay area?
Well, I have some, but I'm gonna ask my pastor wife to help me to identify the rest of them. Yeah, man. Same place in Bulgaria.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. And you wouldn't
Some
have
persons,
a
some
problem.
persons movable and some persons can't, so you'd have to take it to the house.
Oh, okay. And for the kids, you have lots of children around as well.
Lots of children. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm excited. I'm excited. Hope we can get this off the ground soon.
Yes.
What kind of timeline are you looking at starting?
Uh, I'm looking to start somewhere there in August
Okay.
or mid August before school open back.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me. All right. Thank you for the
Yes.
update. Looking forward to
Yes.
seeing what that budget is and how much you're going to need to start up. Because some
Okay.
expenses are going to be one-time expense, like the pots and stuff.
Yeah, the funds. Yeah.
It's not every time you're gonna buy those, but that's gonna be
No.
like a big startup unless you can find someone to donate those things.
Yeah.
All right.
So what I was saying about I share I share the link
Mm,
on Facebook, but
right.
it gives the other option to share it on
Other.
WhatsApp and other stuff.
Uh-huh.
But when I send it to on WhatsApp, like one person said that
One person said what?
it just say unable to open or something like that.
Oh, maybe they don't have Facebook. The person has Facebook.
Reconnecting. Hello?
The person has Facebook.
I don't hear you.
No, I was asking if the person has Facebook.
I'm gonna hang up and try and see if I can hear you because it's continuing to reconnect.
Oh, I was just asking if the person you send the link to has Facebook. All right. Thank you so much for joining. You can listen in the group. All right. All right. So there you have it. Chanel Grant out of Bull Bay, St. Andrew, and she's well on the way with her planning um and her planning, and she has her little team already waiting to help her with putting her project into action. She's gonna need some pots and pans to cook for the seniors and the kids that she's trying to help. She's starting out with 3 days per week meals for kids and seniors. That seemed pretty reasonable, 20 to 25 persons. Um, so she would need some assistance with that when the time comes. As soon as she can show us how the budget will be for this project. Sounds good to me. Congrats. And is there anybody else who wants to come on to speak? Anybody else? Alethea, welcome. Um, where are you joining us from, Alethea? Anybody else has a project that they want to talk about? All right, guys. If nobody else has a project that they want to talk about, we can wrap this up and pick it up another day, whether it's tomorrow or another time. But I really appreciate you guys coming on, sharing. Please remember to share the page, share the broadcast with your network so that other people can pick up on the project and you know come on board to do something for their own community. Remember, this is not just about Newmarket, it's anywhere, right? So it's not restricted to just people in St. Elizabeth. It's people anywhere that want to make a change. We have to um, we have to step up to do something about changing the face of things these days in our communities, um, especially for Jamaica, the way things are looking in Jamaica. Not good, not good. We have to rein in, um, you know, the horse is already out and about roaming, right? So we can't even close the gate anymore. But certainly we can do something for the ones that are left back there so that they don't end up going in the same direction. So good night, Pauline. So yeah, we have to start with small projects and start with small initiative to bring about change. And that's what we're here for. That's what we're trying to do, to encourage people to do something. Just don't sit back and say you can't do anything because you don't have a lot of money or you don't have, big connections. But do something that is small, and each small thing you do might lead you to something bigger. We want to create a ripple effect so that you start here and then it swells and it swells, and you never know how big that will get. So um, let's work on that. Let's continue to work to see this happen, right? And all these projects that we have discussed, they're wonderful projects to start up with, and we're gonna depend on the support of the community to rally around these people with these projects and to see them off the ground. Most of them are small, simple things that we can do, or they're individual projects. The scholarship is individual, and well, we have a scholarship and we have a sponsorship, and then the grief counseling, and then the two cooking projects, right? One in St. Elizabeth, one in Bull Bay, St. Andrew. And then we have that bigger um, project over in Giddy Hall, that seemed that that one would look like it would take some doing, that would take some spending, but the others are much simpler to implement. But let's bite them off a little at a time and see how we can help each other out to get these rolling. Appreciate you guys again, and I'm tuning out. I'm signing off. Have a wonderful night. I guess I will. I'm not sure what time I'm gonna jump on tomorrow, but I particularly wanted to set aside this time tonight so that um, persons who go to sleep early, that they could come on. But I will come on tomorrow randomly to speak. So if you're following the page, you probably will see when I'm on. But you have to interact with the page in order for Facebook to show you when we are on. If you're not interacting with the page, if you're not sharing, if you're not liking, if you're not um, posting in the comments, Facebook will think that you're not interested. So that's the long and short of it. If you're not getting notifications, it's because you're not interacting with the page. All right, guys, thank you so much again. My name is Evadne, and I am tuning out from New York, and I will see you guys again hopefully tomorrow. Stay blessed. Peace.